Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we expanded up north and we've got a new chunk of land. We also planned out what was going to be the perimeter wall, or, well, we will get a perimeter wall eventually, but it's just going to be a wall around the perimeter. Perimeter wall and wall around the perimeter are two different things. We've also got the planning for the Supermax and then the Death Row. So our plan is to build the Supermax probably over the next few episodes, but I want to take a step back for a moment and address a couple of problems around here. This is our protective custody, which is a bit of a nightmare. You can see there's a lot of people with cuffs and on their wrists because they have been punished because of, I believe, found weapons. So that is normally a couple of hours in solitary, but there's no solitary in here, so I've had to go around and end the punishments for them. So that's going to be taking effect in a little while. However, the issue we have is that these fellas are up for parole, and also because you don't set your policy based on the type of prisoner, it's only a prison policy rather than a specific policy for the type of prisoners like you can do for regime, you can alter that. We have to be able to manage this. Now, normally, if this was protective custody in, say, a standard prison, not when we've got, individual prison areas in one map, it wouldn't be a problem because they would be taken there probably and then brought back, whereas at the moment, they're just not allowed out of this area. So what I'm going to do is make a couple of changes around here. I'm just going to unpause it and let the game crack on here. And I want to alter this area here. So this is where we've got our workshop, and it is far too large. We knew that when we built it, but I'm just going to dismantle a lot of these things here, like so. And what I want to do is move the door as well as probably alter this area here. So we'll probably have to move that CCTV camera and that CCTV camera because we're going to plan off some walls. And the walls will come down here and we're going to have a couple of extra rooms. The first one will be parole because these people here are up for parole, so having that would be beneficial because we can get them out the door quicker. Which actually means more money as well because there's less chance of them reoffending. And also it means that we're just not having to keep them. So $3,000 from leaving, and obviously the I guess we do receive money for the upkeep. But either way, getting them out is better than having them in, especially for the danger level. And we also want a protective custody. No, sorry, not protective custody. We want a solitary area for the protective custody. I did consider expanding to the left here and placing more buildings, but quite frankly I just can't stomach placing more here. This area, by the way, there's been a lot of suggestions and it mainly revolves around changing this to forestry and adding that there, and I have no real problem with that. If we go over to, say, rooms and forestry, we can see that if we place all of that, that would cost us nothing, but what will happen is it'll start planting trees. So it'll give the gardeners something to do. And then once those trees are fully grown and mature, we can harvest that and then sell it. That has, however, given us a little bit of a problem because we've just spent $12,000 on trees. I did not expect it to cost that much. But anyway, so you can see, obviously, everybody's heading towards their designated shower time so they can get all clean and or, washed. Whatever they want to do, they can then head out and, well, you can see there's lots of metal detecting going on there, and those two were right next to each other, so I don't know what's going on there. There's also, looks like to be an OD going on there, but they've picked them up, and hopefully, yes, there is someone in the infirmary, which is advantageous. There's been a couple of suggestions in regards to, oh, there's a nice prisoner intake number. There's been a lot of suggestions in regards to this regime, and more specifically, when we do build the high risk and high risk / supermax, we alter the regime so that we have separate layouts for it. So we have, for example, there's protective custody in normal, but we'll have another one that'll be high risk, and we change high risk so that they have very little amount of work time. Is that kicking off again? It is kicking off somewhere. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like someone in the parole is kicked off there. Yeah, Christopher, the kidnapper, Schroeder. Their experience is escape attempt, attack, staff destruction. They've been denied parole, I'm guessing. Hang on, we'll probably find that out if we check. Parole hearing failed. Yep, that's why they've kicked off. That's what's happened there. Okay, do we have a guard in the parole? We don't have a guard in parole, so there should be one there, and also in visitation there as well. It's generally the way to go. Anyway, so that's that fine. What I was saying, yes, I was saying about the area up here having a slightly different regime. We might do that. I've been calling this one here the Supermax, but it's not necessarily going to be Supermax. So this is going to be high risk, but that's going to be where all of our gangs go, which I will be classifying as either Supermax or high risk. I probably will designate them as high risk and move them over to there. So we want no gang members in the first two cells. First two prisons. So that's the overall plan. Just going to pause a second while we go over to informants here. We can see there's some unknown traits around these two people here, and also I'm just going to check elsewhere. I know there was a couple of comments regarding me missing some traits, like for example, I think it was a snitch, and oh, looks like, are they unconscious? Yes. Oh, I was going to say, it's not the... Why is the spiritual leader unconscious? No, you can see the parole lawyer is unconscious. That's what's happened over here. Yeah, anyway. Right, so what we'll do is we'll dismantle that... oh, that's already up for dismantling, so they're just taking some time to crack on with that one. I'll speed up to max speed, and I'm just waiting for the workers to do their thing, although they seem to be taking their sweet time about it. You can see that actually a lot of planks are getting made now. A lot of things are getting sawn and such, but license plates are now getting made, which is good. There you go, 3%, 6%. We are now making license plates, so this is now fully up and running. Excellent. Let me just prioritize that one and prioritize all of this. I don't know why the workers are not cracking on with that task, but we will see. That's now done, and what we'll do is we'll go to planning and to walls, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the OD of that, because we need a 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need a 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it parole 5 by 5? I think it is. Parole 5 by 5. So it looks large, but yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, so that's going to be our parole. And I really wanted a separate corridor, but it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So you can go in there, and there's your parole. Go in there, and there's your workshop. And we're still going to have this corner here. I was thinking of having an area down here for solitary, but quite frankly, looking at it now, is it strictly necessary? Probably not. Is there anything we can do to fix it? We could have this as we'll get rid of this because it's a weird shape anyway, and instead we have two protective custody in there, and that would probably make a bit more sense, wouldn't it? Come in here, and then there's your... Sorry, I keep calling them protective custody. They're your solitary cells in protective custody. That should be fine. Our current cell size is 12, and we have 10. So maybe getting rid of that is not a good idea. That's a future us problem. What I'll do is I'll go over to objects and to the door. We'll place a door. Would like to place it there. Cannot place it there. That is a slight issue. I will dismantle that. And then I'll shift it along just to the right one, just so we can see what's going on there. So there'll probably be a lot of trees in here. Yeah, there is there, yeah. Where are the workers? They'll probably be finishing to be fair, they're probably finishing all of this. Actually, no, they are stuck. And now the chief is calling. Just discovered that one of the teachers bringing in for the inmates classes has been smuggling huge amount of contraband, and as they've been fired, damage has been done at this point. Right, I think these... Yeah, they are stuck. Right, okay. What I'm going to do... Just get rid of that. I'm just going to sell. Sell all of these logs, because the workers are being a bit of a pain there. We've just got a grant completion, which is, I believe... grants... It is produce 30 license plates. Excellent. So I'm going to go for carpentry apprenticeship, which gives us 10 grand, which is a nice little bonus. And then we're going to go back over to CCTV. We'll spin that camera around. We'll place it there. Obviously, we will have to connect all of that up. So that's all fine. That's good, good, good. And then this will be our parole room, which I will now designate as such. I need to make sure that the door is placed, which it now is. I'll prioritize the door, because we do need to do that. And then rooms, parole, remove the previous designation, set the next one, and oh, overdose dead because the infirmary guy's not there. Yeah, the where are they? Oh, one's there. So where are the other three? Where are the other three? One's in the morgue. No, one's there, coming back from a break, and then two of them are headed straight towards the person who needed their attention. Well, that's suboptimal, isn't it? Anyway. Let's speed this right out. So, the flooring will need to be placed there. So, concrete tiles is actually already designated. The floor in here, Parole, will be wooden. Because I believe that's what we've gone with elsewhere. Yes, indeed. That's exactly what we've done. And deployment will have to be protective custody. There you go. So this is access only, because we only want them going in there when they absolutely need to. Naturally. We are going to place some more saws and some more presses. And to be honest with you, it would actually be in my best interests not to do this Parole, because we are probably going to make a fair amount of money from these prisoners working here. And if they're constantly going out for parole, or rather they're going for parole and then leaving rather than staying and working, then that's, again, not in my best interest. But keeping them here would be akin to slavery. Ooh, looks like we've had a gang fight here. We're still having a gang fight. There you go. And most of them will not give in, even though we have got free fire on. There we go. So we got Matt McEnvoy, we got Sean Simpson, Cameron Burns, all been taken out, and the rest have put their hands up. In terms of gangs, we have 11 red gang members, 1 green and 2 blue. There's also a hell of a lot more weapons around here, as you might imagine, because of the the aforementioned teacher that was smuggling stuff in. We're just going to go for the connection of this. That should be connected now. There we go, we've got line of sight. Just going to double check the... Oh. They're smelling a tunnel there. That could be real. They didn't smell it again. Likelihood is it's fake because they would have to tunnel down here and then out. But it would be there rather than there. I'll do a full shakedown anyway tonight, so we'll hopefully find that. It shouldn't be from the dormitory because they're best off just going straight ahead that way or up and along. And again, it wouldn't be there, so we'll have to see. So it's now eat time. We're just going to go over to our programs, and we need to set a lot more paroles. So 1, 2, and we'll edit schedule. We're not going to reschedule it because it's going to go a little bit iffy. You can see that it has broken. So parole mid-sec, parole min-sec, we should have that instead. We want 2 protective custody. We could do 4. I mean, but I just don't. It's going to cost more. Oh, actually, does it cost more to do parole hearing? Don't think it does actually. If I start them all, it should just put all 4 in there. Yes, it does. Okay, fine. I will once again assign a guard to that, because it's generally the best way of doing it. Problem is the amount of assignments I've got. So, obviously it's going to take a while for the gardener to plant all of that, so I'm going to get another 3 gardeners. 1 more workman as well, because obviously some of them have gone on holiday. Or been stabbed. I mean, many things could have happened. So, there's that setup. This library doesn't work. I think we've established that. The mailroom does seem to work, though. It does seem to work. If we go to min-sec, eventually it will start to function. So, we're receiving 5 grand a day. That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. It says we've got 1 in solitary, but 1 awaiting. So, that means that 1 of these prisoners here is still shackled up. But I don't know which one. So we'll go down here, and you can see that, yes, vertigo. Them. End punishment. So that'll now finish that one, which it has. Yes, okay, that's fine. Right, shakedown. Let's see if we've got any problems. I'm expecting tunnels. I'm certainly expecting a lot of contraband. That's why I've just hired some more guards, you see, because I think it's worth it. We've got 15 prisoners arriving in the morning, which is good. We do get a high turnover of prisoners. The turnover is due to, well, it's owing to a lot of parole from the low risk and a lot of overdoses of shotgun in the medium risk. With the gangs always wanting to fight and us having free fire on, you tend to get some spent cartridges on the floor as a result of that. And, oh, there you go, look, see all the mail? Mail has been opened, so that's pretty good. So we can just keep changing the mail room to whatever we want. What we do is we change it to protective, not protective custody, we can do protective custody, but there's some tasers going off. Ashby, yeah, it's Ashby. It's always Ashby. Yeah, we change this to staff only. They sort the mail, and then you sort of stack it up, and then you go, right, that mail is now for normal, and then it just forces it. All of the mail goes in there. So there we are. So let's have a quick look up here. We can see that the wall is not finished, and there's a tiny section missing, and I don't know why. Anyway, that is all set there. We also want to do the internal diameter. The problem we have is that those don't have any way of exiting this now, do they? Okay, let's go demolish walls, and I want to demolish all of that. There we are. Danger level's flying up, but I'm still going to keep searching, I think. They're searching all of the logs around here. Which I don't think is strictly necessary, but hey-ho. I'll let them crack on with that one. You see the guards are having to go all over the place. In fact, some of them are probably going to try and get in here. Yeah, look, see that they're actually going all the way around the outside. Is that it's not set? It is set as fence, and it is prioritized as such. And I don't know why I just don't know why they're not doing it. I'm going to cancel it, and then replace it, and then prioritize it. There's our search completely finished, which is good. We've got some new intake, so we'll check on that. We have, oh, gang member. Mark Holt, prison number 11503726, as a volatile stoical fearless gang member. What gang member do they belong to? It would be green. And I thought for a second there that they were a lieutenant because there was double circle, but that's only because I was mousing over them like that. Fair enough. Okay. That's fine then. Just double check. See if anybody else is... Just having a quick look around. Anyone else is... Oh yeah, Snitch and ex-law enforcement. And Snitch. Right, so we need to sort them out. They're actually pretty safe in here. I don't think we've had any problems around this area. So there is Snitch. You are now a protective custody. And as is the ex-law enforcement. And gratuitous jump cut because someone is at the door. But I did manage to get a beverage while I was out. Today's beverages. Some Pepsi Max. Nice. So, we have connected up these two workshop presses, which is fine. Now means they've actually got power. You can see we are carving up these planks. Sorry, we're carving up the logs into planks, but we need somewhere to process them. So I'm going to place some carpenter's tables, and quite frankly, I think just a couple of tables would be sufficient. I don't think any more than that is really necessary. I can place some more tables there if we need to. We do have some spare there. You can see we've got prisoner Ed Godwin, rather. Prisoner number 102895159, sentenced to 13 years for multiple crimes, including bribery, fraud, and forgery. And they are currently doing parole, so we'll have to see if they leave. Speaking of leaves, the trees, you can see, are getting planted quite nicely. We've done about 2/3 of the forestry. We've got one little sapling going and popped up there. And that should be fine. What we need to do is really start... Well, I'd like to start reducing the meal quantity. That's fine, though. Yeah, we altered that earlier, where we changed the meal quantity to low because we're feeding them twice a day. And it's worked out quite fine. So I don't think we need to alter that. I think that's acceptable. I think what we may need to do, though, is decrease our bank loan somewhat. Decreasing it to that, you can see, has had a huge effect on our daily cash flow. The thing is, let me repair that toilet because it's been leaking for forever and a day. I don't know what the rest of the workers are doing. Oh, they are waiting apparently to go out that door. Nice. We will be altering this, obviously. Whoa, is that another takeover? It's Mark Howell Volatile. Started a fight with an armed guard who's currently pissed off because they're being attacked. Who would have thought? Right, so we have got that outer wall there removed. Oh, sorry, we're still removing part of that. And we've also got some trees to dismantle. They're actually already set anyway, so it's just a case of workers. So, workers of the prison unite. There's some more, but I don't have enough money for the worker. They'll place that eventually. There we go. I will lock open these doors. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just going to dismantle them anyway, so I might as well do that right now. Dismantle and lock open. Do both. You can have both set, that's fine. Lock open and dismantle. There you go. So then go through and then dismantle them. It's because we're removing all of this, and then we're just going to go around anyway. Obviously, we will need to place our doors on the left, but the ones we're dismantling will be used for that anyway. So that's fine. Got a weird herringbone pattern going on there, haven't we? Looks quite nice. Anyway. Yeah, look at them all working there. We've now got parole, we got workshops. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We've got 11 protective custody. I'm guessing some of them have failed parole. I did a shakedown yesterday, and I don't really want to disturb the workers too much, so instead what I'll do is just not bother doing one tonight. We're going to run the fence again all the way around the outside, like so. This other one will be demolished completely, and I will now set that up. You have to be careful, because if I did that, that would be all kinds of bad. Once that's done, we can then set that to our staff only. Actually, we can set it to staff only now, just because of the way it works. So that's fine. That's good. And then we need to build this. So this one here, we were thinking about changing up from this. So I think this one will be similar to this. In fact, it'll be identical from here to the right. But from the left, we'll have the cells as standard. But I think instead of these cells in the middle, we're going to have protective custody. No, I keep calling it protective custody, and I don't know why. We're going to have solitary across here. Because I think with the amount of gangs we're going to have, we'll probably end up needing it. I think that makes some lick of sense. Or doesn't it? It does make sense. It does make sense. So anyway, back to the normal morning routine of showers. What's that there? Oh, that is the door that we removed. That's fine. That's fine. So the workers are continuing on with their daily tasks. The problem with these trees is that these trees are only removed. Oh, it looks there's some people in the Iron Church lifting some stuff up and down. There you go. Oh, and some more. There you go. Yes, the problem with the trees is that they're cut down by workers, and that's a problem. So we'll see. I don't know what the workers are doing. Are they getting trapped somewhere? Are they sort of standing around doing nothing? Or is it just the fact that this is a medium-sized prison that is indeed quite large? I think it could be that. Oh, they are cracking on with that. There you go. Yeah, that's fine. So there we go. So I'm going to go for Jip. Here we go. Is it another kickoff? It is another kickoff. Wow. Yeah, they're not gonna... Oh, that... Oh! Oh, that was cheeky. Search prisoner. Search prisoner. I don't know if you saw what happened there. The shotgun was dropped there because, as you can see, an armed guard's being killed. And then the shotgun, instead of flashing and disappearing, which denotes it being removed from the game, it just disappeared. Which meant that one of these fellas has got it in their hands. So I'm going to search them. Yes, I like the way he's walking away with his mop. Yes. I'm guessing... is that a 12 gauge mop, is it, that you've got there? It might not even be them. It has a chance of being them. 12 gauge mop. Yeah, very clean floor. The tiles are a bit broken though. There's buckshot all in them. Oh, good grief. Right, okay. So at least we sorted that bit out. Right, so I think we're going to leave it there. We've we've ordered the fence all the way along the outside. Next episode, what we'll do is we will... why is danger level flying right? Oh, gang members being in solitary and such. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What we'll do next episode is we'll go ahead and we will probably place this foundation, and we'll just start building that, because our grant is 75. Sorry, our bank loan is currently £75,000 / generic currency / dollar. Money, cash dollar, and we can go up to 250. We can go up to £250,000 So I think that's what we'll do. We'll go to £250,000, and then we'll just start building this thing, and that's what we'll do over the next couple of episodes. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.